chicken is the shiznit!
Number 20. Extreme.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not so extreme and 10 being extremely extreme, I give this a 9.5! Check it out, extreme cheddar!
We don't know if something was in the water or what, but we went needlessly hard in the 90s. For some inexplicable reason, we had to have extreme versions of pretty much everything. Not cool, not fun, extreme. It didn't matter what it was. Chips, juice boxes, yogurt, cereal. They all got really edgy and colorful, and the flavors just exploded with intensity bombs. Heck, even logos and computer fonts got all jagged and messy, often accompanied by things like claw marks and lightning bolts. The more unreadable, the better. Sports also took on a more extreme angle, with things like skateboarding and the X Games exploding in the mainstream. It was loud and inexplicable, and there will never be anything else like it.
Put on your seatbelts and hold on to your hats. Oh my! It's time for the high flying, gravity defying, no time for college. It's game!
Number 19. Blowing into electronics.
So did it actually work, blowing on a Nintendo cartridge?
No, I'm sorry, it didn't. But what a weird behavior, right?
The ancient ritual of blowing into electronics. A sacred tradition passed down from older siblings who swore that it worked. This so-called technique was often practiced on Nintendo systems, and the logic was simple. If a game didn't load, just pull it out, give the cartridge and system a good puff, and pop it back in. And maybe smack the console for good measure. The idea was that this cleared out the dust, or something. In reality, it was probably just the removal and reinsertion of the cartridge, which properly realigned the contact points. In fact, moisture from your breath probably just made things worse and corroded the cartridge over time. Oops. Oh well, it was like witchcraft for us kids.
If you blew on it and you put it back in, and you got it, you blew it just right, get that one piece of dust off, it would work. People did this over and over again, thinking that this was the solution, that dust was the problem, when in fact all they were doing was reinserting the game over and over again.
Number 18. Colorful windbreakers.
Hey. Cool windbreaker. Is it new?
This fad started to gain traction in the late 80s, but it hit its full retina-searing stride in the early 90s. Hip-hop and pop culture icons began rocking colorful windbreakers, and before long, the sportswear became casual, everyday fashion. It also rose in tandem with the rave culture of the 1990s. A colorful windbreaker was practically required rave wear, especially if it glowed under black light. These babies could be seen from space, the nylon coming in hot pink, electric blue, neon green, bold purple, or some ghastly Jackson Pollock combination of all four. Bonus points if it made an obnoxious swish, swish, swish sound with every step, alerting everyone in a 10-foot radius that Christian Dior had arrived.
Sophia text you?
No, it's just a lightly racist email forward from my grandma. But it doesn't matter because it's time to cathartic. Check it out, Windbreaker City.
Number 17. Bucket hats.
Son, don't you have any spine at all?
No, but you know what I do have? Matching bucket hats!
The 1990s is when we all collectively asked ourselves, what if we styled ourselves after fishermen? So, what did we do? We took their bucket hats, plopped them on everyone's heads, made them tie-dye or camo or floral or whatever, and charged $50 for it. Bam! You've got one of the weirder fads of the 1990s. LL Cool J and Run DMC were big proponents of the bucket hat, and they made it look effortlessly cool. We don't know how. They also helped bring the accessory into the mainstream to increasingly mixed results. Of course, like most things from the 90s, the bucket hat has staged a miraculous comeback, proving that even the wonkiest trends can't withstand the pull of nostalgia.
Hey, Gilmore, you suck, you jackass. Why don't you shut the hell up?
Number 16. Frosted tips.
What's a Mr. Cool Guy?
It's our prototype for the perfect guy. Frosted tips, tasteful choker, and tattoos in a language he does not speak.
Maybe we were all wearing bucket hats to cover up those awful frosted tips. For those unaware, this was when someone, usually a young white male, would bleach the very tips of their dark hair and then maybe turn those tips into spiky porcupine tufts. This was the era when every boy band had at least one member with frosted tips, usually the edgy one who, didn't conform to fashion's rules, man. And if your school yearbook didn't feature at least 3 guys with frosted tips, were you even living in the 90s? But like everything, this hairstyle quickly faded away, probably from a combination of social pressure, sun damage, and incredible regret.
Hair burnt by.
Yes. Frosted tips?
You're not Greg Kinnear in the 90s.
Number 15. The Rachel.
Rach? Yeah. How come you have dental floss in your hair?
Oh, do I?
Uh-huh.
While the young guys were rocking the frosted tips, the girls were rocking the Rachel. Jennifer Aniston debuted the iconic haircut in Season 1's The One with the Evil Orthodontist, and the 90s were never the same. Freaking everybody got this done. Skill of the stylist or type of hair be damned. But like any trend that gets massively popular, it quickly became a huge, cringy cliche. It was also a real pain to maintain in style, and if you didn't do it properly, it looked, not great. And while iconic, the style is understandably of its time. Like many pieces of 90s culture, the Rachel later saw a surge in popularity in the 2020s following the Friends reunion special, albeit with more modern touchings.
You recently said you hated the Rachel haircut, which I think we actually have a photo of just for old time's sake. There it is. But again, I don't think that's quite what you said.
I didn't hate it there, obviously. I was pretty confident about that.
Number 14. Chokers.
It's stunning.
It's a little... is it supposed to be so tight?
Well, it's a choker.
The choker was the ultimate fashion paradox, screaming, "I'm edgy," and not like the other girls. While every other girl was wearing one in their 7th grade classroom, the choker was one of the must-have accessories of the 90s, whether it was black velvet, yin-yang, or those weird plastic ones that went in a lattice pattern. Those things were especially egregious, as you had to wrestle them over your head while praying it wouldn't ricochet into your eyeball. The choker arguably peaked when celebrities like Gwyneth Paltrow started wearing them, signaling that they were now, quite literally, elite fashion. So take that, Mom.
I don't have a single white female thing with you.
Honey, you moved into my building. You wore chokers because I wore chokers.
I like a choker.
Number 13. Tinted sunglasses.
And here it is, the crown jewel of the home. The world's largest collection of Ocean's 12 memorabilia. Brad Pitt's tinted sunglasses from when he first meets Baron Talor.
We don't know why, but sunglasses got really weird in the 90s. Not only did they become inexplicably tiny, barely covering anything but the eyeball itself, but we also decided to tint them with a slew of different colors. Yellow, blue, pink, green, it didn't matter. What mattered was they were a cool color that wasn't black or brown. Boring. They made us look like something out of cyberpunk, and different colors meant different things. Red, you were probably a little alt and listened to nu metal. Blue, you fancied yourself an intellectual because you understood the Matrix. Naturally, even celebrities weren't immune, but nothing screams 90s more than Justin Timberlake with the frosted tips and green sunglasses.
Because I'm worried the sunglasses are ridiculous.
No, the sunglasses lighten the mood, make the whole thing feel like a fun romp.
Number 12. The Slang.
Ew! Get off of me! Ugh, as if.
Every generation has their own slang, and the 90s had some real doozies. As if was a big one, as we all thought we were Cher Horowitz. Talk to the Hand was another good one, and it even made its way into the Terminator franchise. You've got your weird, inexplicable ones that don't really make any sense, like home slice and all that in a bag of chips. There were the quirky alterations to existing words like rad, chillax, and what's up. And of course, we can't forget the made-up words like shiznit or fats, fun, ph, and all. What can we say? 90s slang was the bomb.
Now, Dr. Evil.
Talk to the hand, because the face don't want to hear it anymore.
What hand? Talk to your hand?
You ain't all that in a bag of potato chips.
What are you talking about?
Don't go there, girlfriend.
Number 11. Jnco jeans.
Emery, you are killing it today.
My legs don't even touch the fabric.
Jnco stands for Judge None, Choose One. Well, We're judging. Sorry. The name in 90s streetwear, Jnco, made these jeans that were inexplicably enormous. We're not talking baggy, although that was a fad in and of itself. No, we're talking 50-inch leg openings, and that's not hyperbole. Schools were even banning them by the late 90s because they were considered a safety hazard. Again, not joking. And once they got super popular, they started being embroidered with extreme designs like graffiti, bulldogs, and flames. Nothing screams fashion like flaming skulls and dragging around 20 pounds of denim, let us tell you.
After that, there was little color left in the world for young Jake. My earring, less gold. My Jnco jeans, less purple.
Are you sure you were becoming cool?
Yeah, why?
Number 10. Overplucked eyebrows. Fashion is a nebulous thing that always changes with the times. And in the 90s, it was apparently time for overplucked eyebrows. Celebrities like Gwen Stefani, Ginger Spice, and Drew Barrymore, who is perhaps the most famous example, made this trend essential.
I just don't understand why you keep setting yourself up to get hurt, that's all.
You should talk.
This inspired many of us back then to grab the tweezers and get to work. But like many out-of-date fashion trends, some have grown to regret it in retrospect. That's not to say that people can't pull off the look or that there's something inherently wrong with having thin eyebrows.
If you let it be about you, then you're screwed, you know? So you have to stay separate from what's happening and you have to be somewhere else.
But in a time where it seemed like everyone was doing it, many people just didn't do it right. The 90s certainly have a distinctive look, and that definitely includes overplucked eyebrows.
It's finally over.
You think?
Number 9. Waterbeds.
Daddy, can I have a waterbed? Please, Daddy, can I have a waterbed?
These were the cornerstone of many children's bedrooms through the late 80s and early 90s. There was just nothing better than excitedly running into a room, jumping onto the bed, and experiencing the sensation of being sloshed around by water.
Now, those of you who don't...
Waterbeds have actually been around since the 1830s, when they were used in a medical capacity. The waterbed we know today was created in 1968 and became incredibly popular throughout the 80s.
Huge savings on your waterbed now!
They earned 22% of the bed market share in 1987 and remained quite popular into the 90s. But the novelty eventually wore off, and the waterbed became a cultural relic. In 2013, waterbeds accounted for just 5% of the market.
But to be honest with you, I can't.
Number 8. Short sleeves over long sleeves. Another quintessential 90s look was wearing short sleeve shirts over long sleeve shirts.
Just doing my part to the deconstruction of America.
This trend originally got its start back in the late 70s before gaining traction throughout the 80s. However, it peaked in the early 90s around the time Kurt Cobain rocked the look in the Smells Like Teen Spirit music video, and quickly became one of the defining looks of the time. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, it's more rare to see much of this double-layered look these days.
Isn't that great?
It's one of the many relics of the once popular grunge era, and it's now mostly the stuff of nostalgia and jokes.
Wow, if he says one more cool thing, he's in.
I wear long sleeve shirts under short sleeve shirts under long sleeve shirts.
Oh my god, you're
oh my
awesome.
God, you're so cool.
Awesome.
You've checkmated my teenage cynicism.
Number 7. Spray butter. There are many substitutes for butter out there, and one of the most famous is...
I can't believe it's not butter.
This still existent low-cost alternative was first marketed to the American public in 1981. However, it received a significant expansion in the late 80s after the company was acquired by Unilever.
It's the premier spread flavored with real sweet cream buttermilk for a fresh butter taste, but without the cholesterol. How civilized. I can't believe it's not butter.
Afterwards, particularly in the 90s, it quickly became trendy and a go-to butter substitute, with the company making a spray version.
Introducing an easy new way to enjoy fresh butter taste without any fat or calories.
This concoction of vegetable oil, water, and artificial butter flavoring may have been cheaper, but let's not fool ourselves. We can indeed believe the spray is not butter. Number 6. Bowl/mushroom cut. Few looks scream 90s as much as the bowl cut.
I'm a person and my name is Anakin.
This simple haircut has strong connotations to the 1960s. owing in large part to the Beatles. But it enjoyed a big comeback throughout the 90s with popular celebrities at the time such as Nick Carter and James Van Der Beek rocking variations of the do. It was even made into a joke in Dumb and Dumber, with Jim Carrey sporting a particularly heinous and hilarious bowl cut.
Come on, give me that booze, you little pumpkin pie haircutted freak. Come on.
Just take one look inside a yearbook from the 90s and chances are very high that you'll see at least one kid with those instantly recognizable bangs. Number 5. A lot of body glitter. People loved glitter in the 90s.
Why? Why not?
Every form of makeup came in some type of glitter variety, whether gels, sprays, powders, you name it. Celebrities and everyday people alike just adored the stuff. Simply walking down a busy street could sometimes be like watching a fancy light show. This trend was primarily led by pop artists like Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears, who often came across as walking disco balls. It certainly looked unique, but it proved an incredible pain in nearly every other regard. Body glitter was messy, hard to clean up, got absolutely everywhere, and was borderline impossible to get off your skin. Number 4. The Macarena.
Then it's head, shoulder, side, butt, swish, then turn. Got it.
Did people genuinely enjoy the Macarena, or was everyone just doing it ironically? Regardless, the Macarena was the dance of the 90s, and looking back on it is a little cringy.
And they're still doing the Macarena here at Yankee Stadium, and I gotta believe there's 50,000 people at the stadium tonight.
The dance comes from the song of the same name by Los Del Rio. The Bayside Boys remix spent 14 weeks at number 1 in 1996 and even made its way into that year's Democratic National Convention. Although everyone knows the words and the moves to the dance, no one should necessarily be doing it in the 2020s. Okay, maybe at weddings. Let's leave this in 1996, where it belongs. Please? Number 3. Popcorn shirts. Few turn-of-the-millennium fashion trends are as confusing as the popcorn shirt. Sometimes referred to as magic bubble shirts or scrunchy shirts, these things appeared very tiny until you actually put them on. At that point, they would magically expand to fit your torso. Aside from saving on closet space, there is little to fondly remember about popcorn shirts. They were uncomfortable and felt weird. They also didn't look great, at least from our modern perspective. We guess some people can pull them off. Fortunately, the trend didn't last very long, and popcorn shirts quickly flooded thrift store aisles as people got rid of them. Number 2. Crop tops and low-rise jeans. If one female fashion trend dominated the late 90s and early 2000s, it was the famous crop top and low-rise jean combo.
What do you think?
The pants were notable for their low waist cut that allowed hip bones to be exposed. So the combination of short crop tops and low-rise jeans resulted in a sharp uptick of visible midriffs, and the look was everywhere on the verge of the new millennium. But while this combo looked good, it wasn't without its flaws. Many people found low-rise jeans to be uncomfortable and generally impractical as a piece of clothing. Number 1. Y2K.
Doug, everyone here is waiting for the same thing, the stroke of midnight.
If Y2K proved anything, it's that humans are susceptible to media influence and fearful of technology they don't understand. The famous Y2K scare largely stemmed from the belief that, essentially, the world's computer systems would fail because of the numeric date 2000. This would somehow result in a major glitch that would crash the world's technological ecosystem.
Now, the federal government is comparing Y2K to a huge natural disaster, like an earthquake, a hurricane, or a tornado that disrupts people's lives for days, weeks, or maybe even months.
Planes would fall from the sky, the stock market would collapse, and city infrastructures would be destroyed. Essentially, the world was going back to the Dark Ages, and an impending apocalypse was coming. It turns out programmers had long before prevented the problem. Mostly, anyway. When the world's calendars flipped to 2000, nothing much happened. The Y2K scare quickly became a punchline. just like the rest of the 90s.
Peter, you've been down there all day. I hope you're all ready. Ah!
Oh my God! The government is here! Run, E.T., run!
The end of the world is coming. Now, come on, get in your radiation suits.
Peter, we are not missing a once-in-a-lifetime event because of some wacko doomsday theory.
Are you embarrassed by these, or do you have a fond nostalgia for them? Let us know in the comments below.
We're here for dress pants, not pant dresses.